Hello and welcome to the second video, I believe, of a Verbolten preview. Now, a lot has changed since the last time I showed you guys this. I really liked this texture. It looks just like the actual building. Also, you may be wondering why there's a lot of speakers there. I'll show you guys why in a second. There's a lot of stuff going on the indoor segment, by the way. Anyways, first thing I wanted to show you guys is a speaker right here. So, one huge thing about the build I'm making is it's going to have actual valid, audio tracks from the actual coaster. What I mean by that is, here's a collection of actual raw files. When I say raw, okay, to be fair, some of them are recordings, but a lot of them have been refined. Now, there are a couple of actual raw files from the, the coaster that I'm going to use here. One good example is Verbolten Spirit Ambience. Just listen to this. Now it goes on for another 40 seconds or so, but it's really cool. I like this one the most. Most of these I just split things together. This one was an actual raw audio that I collected from. Now, to be fair, it wasn't leaked or anything. This was straight from the Busch Gardens YouTube channel. They had this little segment at the end of each video on the Verbolten construction, which had the actual valid audio, from the ride, which I thought was really cool. I just used Audacity to to stretch that out a little bit and to extend it. We're going to be using that a lot. Another thing, this wind whistle sound effect or whatever, I think I am like 99% sure they use this on the actual ride on loop. Just take a listen. It sounds strange. It sounds strangely accurate. I might have found the actual audio file they use. So, as you guys know, they use a lot of that and the ambience for the indoor segment. Another thing, I don't want to bore you too much on this, but I'm gonna add all three themes somehow. I gotta get used to the triggers in this new game because I'm all used to the first Planet Coaster. Anyways, here's the first brake run. Yeah, the old pitch, the original audio pitch, not the new lower pitched one that sounds, stupid. Here's the first launch. Now, I gotta refine this audio, make it fade nicer. That cutoff was way too noticeable, so I'm gonna fix that. Anyways, enough with the audio. Going back to here, I did add triggers into this. The model I used for the layout did have really good cars for this. I mean, that was really impressive. I'm going to assume this is the indoor layout, or at least the most accurate representation of it that I could find currently on Planet Coaster 2. It's not like I can replace it or anything. I already put down the concrete foundation and I already put up the walls, so this is the best it's gonna get. I do have to paint all the tracks on the inside, plus the supports black, full on black, like it is over here, and then leave everything else green on the outside. So that's one thing. I do want to point out that actually, I'll get to that later on. Right now, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Let's see here. Yep. So the actual drop, just like that. It's really cool. I love this feature in the new Planet Coaster game. It is absolutely amazing. Okay, anyways, for the indoor segment, I think you guys can already hear the ambience on this thing. Okay. Alright, how about a POV? Yes, I'm putting up the lights. I am going to have actual, accurate, you know, a lot of POVs I've seen on YouTube. One of the main things they do wrong is get the, you know, accurate indoor theming or whatever, right? Mostly because they've never ridden the coaster. The good news is I have multiple times, and I've seen many POV videos. I know what type of effects they've taken out. Don't worry, we'll have that in this POV. We'll also have the huge curtain. I believe the curtain's over here, right here. And this wall is going to be closer. Indoor walls are going to be black. We'll have LED lighting on the roof. It's going to look really, really accurate, really nice. We'll put down the exit signs, the doors, the works, you know. Let's check this out. Alright, enough talking. Time to watch a POV. And I'm going to mute for this segment. This is still in preview, so. Alright, that's I know there's the second launch audio and stuff, and then that little cool sound that plays when you exit the tunnel. I'm gonna add that when I find enough clips to bring that together. As you can see, this is still in an extremely early build. Everything you see here is subject to change. I've already modified the track, I don't know, more times than I can count. But the car, the base model, everything, yes, all credit to the person who created this. And once again, I'm going to put them in the description because I can't think of it at the top of my head. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I just looked up Verbolten on the workshop, and I clicked on the one that looked the best. So, for you that really know the ride layout pretty well, I think you guys can recognize. Or at least I hope you guys can recognize what this is supposed to be. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And for those really, really good noticers, I'm sure you guys are going to be able to recognize what's supposed to go directly in the middle of this. Of course, we'll have, I believe the curtain was over here too. We had a curtain and we had a couple of theme effects, theming, and then it like draped down a little bit right over here. Just complete darkness in this area. We had our little eyes, I believe they're eyes, right over here. Used to have like this little bush segment before they just ripped that theming off. It used to be with a storm theme. Of course, we got our two lightning purple. It used to be this, you could tell, like back when it first came out, that, oh, this is all done on purpose. I know it slows down right around here. You got the lightning effects. Right here is where you'll have your blue, I guess, leaves directly above. Face will be right over here. And then, of course, on the wolf theme, we'll have the red eyes blinking all the way around. I still gotta get that drop on sync with the audio. I will get that fixed pretty soon. Also, the ambience might be a little bit loud. Like I said, I'm still changing a lot of things. And and still editing audio. So let's see here. And track's not even finished yet. Of course, as you guys know, up here we'll actually have that wind whistle sound effect, and then we'll also add the branch cracking. You know, the same thing that you hear inside of the show building for the wolf theme. We'll have that out here as well with the whistling sound. As far as... well, I don't know if I'd be able to release this, you know, once I finish it. I'm planning on making this the most realistic thing as possible. I know this is way too high. Believe me, I know. But you guys also have to understand that Busch Gardens is not flat. The land that is built upon is not flat. I believe it like increases a little bit, like the height, ground, because like Williamsburg is part of the rolling hills or something like that. So we'll go up just a little bit to right around there, and then we'll go down. There's trees all over the place. I know that's too close to the show building. I'm actually going to fix that. I might have to move that back a little bit. That might be the roof height. I know the roof is a little bit, it's at an angle. I don't know if that's too short. I might make it one block higher, but alright. We got the audio effects. There's theme elements right here on the left. A little bit down here they start to blink. Goes down, completely dark. We got eyes right here. Pink, purple lighting. Fading, not flickering. Blue lights on the leaves. Once again, not flickering, but you know, fading in and out. Alright. Blue, blue, green. Just like that. Okay. Alright, and then it launches out with that cool sound effect. I still haven't grabbed that yet, as I previously mentioned. All these speakers, I'm going to put them in a much more realistic area. I've watched the technically three only existing footage of inside the show building while it's running, like full videos. Two of them POV, one of them, this person leaked, like, I guess the tour. What I thought was really interesting was in that tour video, they had the theme elements still activated, but sound was completely turned off. So when you're watching it, yeah, it goes through its entire cycle. The lights are flickering and all that other stuff, but as the tour guide's talking, there is no audio. So I'm putting together, let's see, once again, 3 total videos of inside of the show building. And once again, if there's any other existing video, please let me know, and then I'll use that to make this more accurate. I'll of course have, let's see, I'll have the catwalk. I believe this any other part of a roller coaster that has a brake run or like motors or anything at all that could potentially stop the ride will always have a catwalk on the side. So that's something I'll add. I gotta make sure I add it on the correct side. I think both sides had it. I gotta make sure that does not interfere with the theme elements. And of course, this is me being picky. I'll also have to add the speakers on the left side of the track. And I know you guys know this, or some of you guys know this. If you have watched the lights on POVs of Verbolten, speakers are on the left hand side over here, but when you get to this blue part right here, the blue lighting leaves, speakers have like this, it goes like this semicircle above the track, if you get what I mean. Like this, there's 5 or 6 speakers, these right here, these speakers right here, and they're like, it's like a complete semicircle above you, so there's sound anywhere you go, and it does that 2, maybe 3 times throughout the blue. It's only the blue leaves area, or at least that's what it looks like, you know, through the POV videos. Once again, there's one from like 2017 and one recently. So in between those two, you can see a lot of difference. They did add, or they did remove a lot of theme elements, unfortunately. Now the good news is, I'm posting this video, I believe, 2 days after the custom speakers and billboards update came out for this thing. So I just added all these sound effects. So once again, it's subject to change. But I do want to get to custom billboards. Now, I could take all the time, since I am crazy enough to build this. I could take a bunch of screenshots and go on my editing software and actually make them fade on and off, you know, make separate animations or whatever. And since it's going to be completely dark in here, you can't see the billboards. So, because they fixed the lighting for the second game, I believe I could, if I really wanted to, put a curtain at a bunch of billboards. And technically that, when I mean billboards, I mean screens, by the way, but technically they do kind of do that right here with the eyes. They got 4 or 5 like templates, projection screens or something like that. I could definitely pull that off for that section. But as for the middle part, yes, I'm going to have to build some kind of physical theme element right here in the middle for that huge part. But right here where I have the curtain on the left hand side, I could just put a couple of billboards and have it like right here, put together a couple of POV videos, get the highest quality, refine the edges on Photoshop, you know, that sort of thing. So, oh man, this is such a huge project, and I'm excited to see where this can go once it's all over. I know the building is not up to scale. At this point, I don't care. I just want the indoor part to be as accurate as possible. And if this is not the correct layout, then I don't know what I'm going to do, because I've done too much. So, anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I'm going to keep updating it. That Verbolten video, by the way, that I promised, yeah, that's on hold until further notice, because this has become my main project. I got a bunch of stuff going on right now, so yeah, until next time. Perfect. Okay. Alright, anyways, until next time, hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys again pretty soon.